Hello everybody and welcome back to another Rockabilly guitar lesson. And today I show you how to play the solo from Love Me by The Phantom, which was recorded in 1958 by a guy called Jerry Lott. But it was not released until 2 years later on the Dot label and then under the name The Phantom. It's one of the wildest Rockabilly recordings ever and I hope you like it as much as I do. For the best learning experience, I highly recommend that you check out my Patreon page, where you get exclusive offers, infos, gem tracks and tabs as an addition to the free videos here on YouTube. Love Me by The Phantom is in the key of E and the first part goes like this. So you start here on the 12th fret, slide into the chord E and B string. One more time. Then you move your fingers to the 7th and 8th fret, still E and B string, and you bend up a little bit, on the 8th fret. It's not a half step, it's a quarter step. Then with a slide into the 5th fret, B string with an open E string, and then to the 3rd fret. And still the open E string is ringing. One more time the whole first part, the first 4 bars. Then the chord progression changes to A, and you play this lick here. Just go back and forth between the 2nd fret and the open. It's basically the top 3 strings. Sometimes he hits just the G and B strings, sometimes all 3 strings. It doesn't matter too much, as long as you have your index here on the 2nd fret and then you play the first note, then you take it off again, put it back on, back and forth, So it sounds like this. And then the chord progression changes back to E, and you play this phrase here. Again, the 7th and 8th fret, E and B string with a little bending on the 8th fret. And then the last note is just the open E strings, and it gives you time to get back to this part of the neck where you will grab a B9 chord. The ring finger is on the top 3 strings, 2nd fret, then the index is on the D string, 1st fret, and then I have my thumb here on the E and A string, 2nd fret for the bass, but you could also use the middle finger for that. I just used the thumb. And then you play. Then you add your pinky for the augmented sound onto the 3rd fret E string. One more time, these 2 bars played over the B. And then back to E, and you play this phrase. Let's stop there. One more time, low E string, top 2 strings, then you hammer on to the B string, 2nd fret, And then the open E and B string again. So it sounds like this. And here's the whole first part slowly for you. And then the next phrase goes like this. So it's basically just one lick that repeats starting here on the 3rd fret, and you slide into the 4th on the G string, followed by the open E and B string. And it starts on 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then in the next bar, the same lick, but you keep the open strings ringing a little longer. They are quarter notes here, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yeah, and together with a pickup, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the next bar, I'll just play the next bar for you. So you start with this lick again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you play that lick twice, and the open strings are just 8th notes this time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then at the end, just the B and the G string together. And then in the next bar, it's like the previous bar. It goes like this. Where you have the E and B string as quarter notes, and then just one slide to finish the whole lick off, the whole phrase. Let me play this again slowly for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and a little faster without the counting. 1 and 2 and 3. And then there's a run on the low E string that goes like this. Low E string open, then 2nd fret and 4th fret. All quarter notes, and then chord progression changes to A, where you play this. Starting on the open A string, then the top 2 strings. And you play an A7 here with your pinky on the 3rd fret E string. So you hear the 3rd fret E string and the 2nd fret B string. Maybe you can just grab this like this, but I prefer it like this, so whenever you hit another string accidentally, it still sounds right. So one more time this part here. One more time. You don't have to be too precise here. It's just wild rockabilly. If you hit another string, it doesn't matter too much. As long as you have the chord, that's okay. And back to E for this phrase here. It's all happening here on the 7th and 8th fret, E and B string. And then the last note is an open E. Next part goes like this. Starts here on the B string 3rd fret, and you bend up twice, just a little bit again. Then it's open B to the 2nd fret. And then the next run starts here on the E string 3rd fret. Open E string, 3rd fret B, open B and 3rd fret G string. And then the last 2 bars. Starting here on the low E string, and it's just like the end of the first part of the solo, open E and B string, with a hammer on to the second fret on the B string, and then at the end the B and G string. Yeah, and again, if you hit any other strings, it doesn't matter too much as long as you have an E chord here, like this. So let me play the whole second part slowly for you, starting with the slides. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And here's the whole solo from Love Me by the Phantom, played at half the speed of the original recordings. That's 110 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4.